another classic matchup. You know, Brock Seyden is a striker, Sebastian Diaz is a wrestler, coming in at 2-0 versus 1-1. Let's see how these welterweights come in to throw down.
Early slip from Sebastian, but man, they're getting that right after, immediately. And Brock is doing a good job of keeping the distance, and he's landing those light strikes. He knows what Sebastian wants to do. There, a drop from a right hand, and he went right to the takedown.
See, that right there, I understand that he's a wrestler. You know, I want to get things down to the ground, but why? The whole reason why you want to get your opponent down to the ground is so you can do damage. But if I landed a lucky shot, man, keep things standing. It doesn't matter how you finish the fight, standing up or on the ground, man. A win is a win. And if you're being successful, you know, why bail on that? Because now look at this. This gives Brock a chance to catch his breath, rest, work his way up. But if he would just, after that right hook, pop the jab, step back, assess the situation instead of just rushing him for the takedown, then he can land in more bombs and possibly, you know, got Brock out of there.
Exactly. Or at least if you're going to take him down, immediately start going for the ground and pound, putting him in a bad position so you can break them, hurt them, or finish them. But that's something that you see sometimes out of a lot of fighters, but especially the amateurs, where they're a little bit too overzealous. They land a good shot, they don't even realize it, and they just move on to the next thing, giving their opponent a chance to come back.
Yeah, sometimes they're, you know, chasing their stuff. Like, I'm a wrestler. You know, I was a wrestler in high school, so now when I get in there, you know, all I'm going to do is grapple. Or, hey, you know what? You know, I wrestled. You know, I did karate or kickboxing as a kid, so, you know, I'm going to be, you know, a striker. No, when it comes to MMA, you've got to be well-rounded in all different areas. Don't just limit yourself to one specific skill set.
Sebastian is doing a good job of just, Brock is doing a good job holding him down. Sebastian's not really getting any strikes off. But what I would say Sebastian needs to do is get that left hand off the ground. He's doing it now, but he's keeping his hands underneath him or on the mat. He needs to try to find the armpits with both hands, posture up. I know he's holding his neck right now, clearing that hand, posturing up, and then landing some shots, because right now he's not going to be able to accumulate too much power with his head being right in Brock's chest.
Yeah, he's got to utilize that head pressure and just grind it right underneath the chin there. Use your head as, you know, like an extra fist in there when you're in the Combat Night cage. Use your head up against there on the chin and just land the strikes. Get his head moving to one area. If his head is, you know, his chin is pinned to the ground there by your head, you know, he's looking one way and you punch him coming through the other direction. But if you're just, like you said, just resting your head on his stomach there, on his neck, that's not doing anything. And we're slowly approaching that 10-second mark here.
And if I was Sebastian, coach, one of the things that I would suggest is, hey, if you're going to get him on the ground, clear that hand off of your neck. Use your other hand, peel it off, and then posture up and start landing some real punches. Because right now, after he hurt him with that right hand, he took him down. He gave Brock that whole round to rest and recuperate.
Exactly. And also, too, it's taxing on the body to take somebody down, to try to utilize, you know, those muscles and stuff like that. It's not like, you know, he just fell right to the ground. And then even there, it's a lot of energy. Yes, a lot of energy to get taken down, but it's a lot of energy to hold somebody down, to maintain, whether it's, you know, in somebody's guard or half guard or side control or whatever, you know, underhooks. Holding somebody down takes energy. Yeah, Sebastian's coming over top with some hard strikes, man. And it's forcing Brock here to initiate the takedown.
He's a good wizard. Was it an eye? Poked him in the eye by accident?
Chin, it was a knee to, like, his cheek area. It was just in the flurry, though, incidental. Yeah, sometimes when those flurries there, man, we're, you know, slinging and banging, going back and forth. I go to throw a knee to the chest, but then you pop up and hit you in the head. You know, it is what it is. Because just in a couple more fights when you're pro, you know, that's going to still keep on going.
We have Brock initiating the grappling.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly there, but Sebastian is still up on his feet.
He needs to drive up and get a little bit more behind him, Brock does. Or you can use his right foot to sweep out his posting leg.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say. Well, you don't want to pull guard. This is not, you know, IBJJF you know, jiu-jitsu tournament. That's one of the worst things that you can do.
Especially with a guy who wants to take you down.
Yeah, pull a fighter on top of you. Now, if we're, you know, going back and forth and he's being aggressive, you can utilize his, you know, momentum.
Sounds like his coaches are calling for a knee. He went to initiate the grappling again, and he's getting stuck in the, yep, now he's stuck on bottom. Good reversal, he needs to hustle. Don't go for, he's going for a switch right now.
Yeah, his arm is locked in there.
Going for the switch is always a risky move. You have to do that quick if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, because Sebastian had, you know, that body lock around his waist, man. He's not letting him go anywhere right now.
I think he's got his wrist too.
But now right here, Sebastian's got to be, I was about to say, be more active. This is not just a wrestling match here. This is MMA, so find a position, pin him up against the cage, and throw some strikes down here.
And what Brock needs to do is get his right foot out of there. Sebastian is holding it, there you go. He works up, use the cage, make sure he doesn't get behind you by putting your butt directly on the fence. But he was able to, Sebastian was able to mat return Brock.
Yeah, Sebastian continues to hold Brock down to the ground there. Brock needs to figure out some way to get up, whether it's hit the switch, whether it's wall walk, get your back up against the cage there, just 2 butt scoots and he'll be right up against the cage.
I'd even say from that position, he should have turned his body and pushed his head to the further to the side that he was already at.
Yeah, give up on that.
For the switch.
Yeah, give up on that switch and push on the side of on the side of their head. It's oftentimes fighters where somebody's, you know, trying to initiate a takedown. They're like, oh, let me, you know, push on their shoulders. Let me push on their head. No, push their neck. Wherever their neck controls the head, and where the head goes, the body will follow.
That was a nice head kick. I think he should follow that up with a 1-2. Don't give him a chance to even throw anything back. And Brock is doing a great job of pressing, staying aggressive, and that left lead kick is doing wonders. Not all of it is landing flush, but he's able to keep Sebastian at bay.
Yeah, to me, you know that you're facing a wrestler, so you should continue with the volume and staying at your range, especially as far as Sebastian, you know, shot that shot in there, man. There's no way that Brock should have allowed him to get that close to him.
Yeah, and he was just a little bit too, I'd say, lackadaisical on the defense. He let him shot in, and after he shot, he tried to defend. But by that time, with a good wrestler, it's already too late.
Yeah, it's too late. There's no way that somebody should be able to shoot in that far away from you and you don't react. First minute.
But in Sebastian's defense, he has been able to wear Brock down with the first 2 rounds with a lot of that heavy grappling. So I know, you know, as the fight goes on, sometimes you can just get a little bit slower on your reactions if someone has been making you wrestle like that. Yeah, granted, absolutely. Brock still should not have let him shoot in that far, but he's able to get back to his feet, and now he's working to break the grips that Sebastian has. And he's broken the grip. Now he needs to keep his elbow. Brock already went to the next thing. He's going for the single leg.
Yeah, Brock needs to split his legs open and push down on the head.
I'd say for Brock, what they say in wrestling, laces on the mat, laces on the mat.
Toes down, hips down.
He's going for the finish, and the head is coming out. Which I don't think he should have done that with he had 50 seconds left. I would have tried to get up and then keep engaging in the striking, because he was winning in the earlier parts of this round before it got to the ground.
Yeah, you got about 30 seconds left here in this third and final round, and Brock definitely needs a finish here.
He's going to have to hustle to get up. He only has 30 seconds. This is where those drills those when your coach tells you have 30 seconds to get up like
or
your
it looks
life
like he's trying to
depends
stick
on
it to Kimura. They're on bottom from the guard position.
Sebastian is doing a good job of thwarting that, and he's now actually looking like he's trying to keep his head right in his chin on the ground.
Yeah, now he's trying to do a better job of keeping that head pressure there to establish up against the chin and make it difficult, and utilize that throw there to make it annoying.
Just heard the 10-second clapper.
Yeah, especially if I had a head full of hair like that, like Sebastian, man, I'm rubbing it all in my opponent's face, man. If you don't like it, get up. Don't let me take you down.
You got it right now.
Exactly. That you can, and work on your craft. Don't just stick to, go to your favorite thing that you like.
Here's your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting tonight, out of the red corner, Sebastian Diaz.
Yep, much anticipated your winner there, the wrestler, and he remains undefeated, improving to 3-0. Sebastian Diaz.